Good morning, y'all. It's Sunday morning and August 28th. Wow, the end of August. That is really exciting because it's going to be fall soon. I'm Rachel. I'm gardening for butterflies and for myself on the Gulf Coast in Zone 9A. And welcome to my garden. I'm going to just show y'all a little bit that is been happening this week. Not much as far as doing any kind of work because it's been raining, but I'll show you around. So last week I showed y'all that there was a rainbow over the garden, and if you recall, God gave Noah a rainbow in the sky as a sign to promise that he would never flood the earth again. And it was kind of funny that he did that last week because it has rained so hard all week long that I started to think, my goodness, we are going to be flooded out, and is the earth going to be flooded again? So it was nice to refer back to that rainbow, but here are a few little roses that are blooming. Now, I have not been able to do anything in the garden because it really has. It's rained every day, like torrential amounts of rain, actually flooding. So things have been beaten down, but I did want to show y'all this right here. This is that little coral nymph seedling that I had in the flower bed, and the armadillo dug it up. So I put it in this pot and kind of cut it back a little bit, and look, it is already about to flower. So, and it's gonna grow pretty big. I just put it in this pot because I didn't even really know if it was gonna survive, but it is. And so I'll end up having to switch it out when it gets overgrown in that pot. So right away, of course, I'm not following my own advice of right pot, right plant. Wanted to show y'all that I can't remember what this is called, but it's blooming now, and I didn't expect it to bloom this year. This is the bloom, and then here is a little bud. But I just do love this. This is, I think this is native phlox. I got several of them, and I'm so thankful that that one is blooming because I just love that color. But I was going to show y'all how the salvia behaves when it gets beaten down all week from the rain. You can see it's split in the middle here, and I'm going to have to cut it back. Like, there are so many things in the garden that I'm going to have to cut back today because everything looks just kind of sad and just gross. Like the rose buds are gone and the hydrangea blooms are brown. It's kind of depressing really because I need to get a new motor for the fountain, and just everything just looks sad, and you know, it's just kind of a mixture of sadness and death. And but there is one cool thing that's happening. It seems like more hummingbirds are showing up. So I have a lot of more activity at the hummingbird feeder, and pretty soon it'll just be too many of them to be able to fight over them, and they'll just have to concede, and they'll just have to all drink at the same time, and that's fun. I like it when they're overwhelmed and they can't fight anymore. But yeah, so this afternoon is when I'm going to really do work in the garden. I was looking out the window and thinking about this fence and how, you know, I was hoping that I could grow things on it so that you couldn't see through it. And now look, it's almost like that. There's just that little part back there where you can see the grid. But I hope to maintain that. I don't think that that these vines will stay green all winter. But what's cool is over here on this fence, I have that passion flower vine right here, and it's coming up there, and it does stay evergreen. It will continue growing throughout the winter. I just don't recall hyacinth bean vine being that kind of that kind of plant, but I could be wrong. I know that the morning glory here can't withstand frost, but we'll just see how that works out. I'm so thankful that the roses are still blooming. I was able to come out here and video some of the roses during like a 10-minute bout of sunshine during the middle of the week. This is Big Mama Rose right here, but quite a few of the roses bloomed, and I will show them to you. This night blooming jasmine is covered in blooms again, and it smells so incredible. I'm just going to show you up close what the blooms look like. It smells like grape, and it's just really a fun thing to have here on the end of the flower bed. I need to cut back these hyacinth bean vines because they're kind of pushing it down. I was going to show y'all, I had some things in pots that they weren't doing well, and I didn't care if they lived anymore. So I decided I would just plant them in the ground, and let me show you where they are. This is kind of like an ugly empty space over on the side of the orange tree, and I planted them here because I was like, I don't even care what happens to them. And the armadillo has not done anything over here, not dug them up, or he's left them alone. So maybe they can survive, and maybe I will have a cute little random kind of flower garden right here. I haven't shown this in a while. This is where I moved all the elephant ears from under the lemon tree over to this other side, and they truly are the size of elephant ears. Let's see if you can see. There's my hand, and there's the elephant ear. They are massive, and there's just no way they would have been able to grow this big under the lemon tree. They wouldn't have had enough space. But now they've grown very happily here, and I've just let this morning glory, that's wild morning glory, grow right there because I just wanted some privacy along this fence, and I'll grow something prettier here later. But for right now, this is really doing the trick. You can see that one of the cana lilies just gave up the ghost here, flopped over. But here's something exciting. I did see my first Gulf fritillary in here on during the 10 minutes that we had of sunshine at some point during this week. And so now I am going to be watching for caterpillars, and we're going to be talking about that. They are so prolific. We're going to have tons of them, but I was hoping that just while I was walking along here that I would see one to show y'all. And I have to admit, I am a little nervous about walking right here now, because this is the area where I saw that snake, and I didn't know whether it was a venomous snake or not, but it turns out we think it was like a copperhead. Moccasin, a cottonmouth or a moccasin. I think they're the same thing. So it's over here. Hopefully it's gone. But we missed our opportunity to kill it, and kind of disappointed, but I would not have killed it. I've killed snakes before, and it makes me very sad. And I wanted my husband to do it because he's the hunter, you know. But so now it's running free, and I've heard that they're aggressive, so I'm just wearing my boots that, well, you can see, they might even be able to bite through these, but hopefully not. But now I've got to carry a stick with me and just kind of hit the grass before I go through here. I wanted to say what I was going to do in the garden is walk tall and carry a big stick, but actually that's not the phrase. The phrase is, and it's from Teddy Roosevelt, was to speak softly and carry a big stick or a tall stick. So, but I want to show y'all this thing right here. Look how tall it is. I'm going to stand up beside it so you can see. I think it's some more Tithonia. So I'm going to get closer and show y'all how tall it is. I had to pull out a bunch of my Tithonia because it started looking raggedy and sad. But I did take the seeds and like spread them around. And you can see this is one of my last remaining Tithonias. Aren't they fun? The bees and the hummingbirds and butterflies have loved this so much. But you know what? Okay, so here, that's where it's about to bloom, it looks like. But okay, so that's that, and then there's this. I don't think that's the same thing. The leaves are very different. So I'm not sure what it is, but it's super tall. I'm gonna let it grow until it blooms because I don't know what it is. If anybody knows, let me know. I'm gonna try to show y'all how tall it is. So here I am, about 5'7", and then there it goes all the way up. Pretty massive. Oh, that's a mystery plant. Well, y'all can see I have got my work cut out for me today. I am going to be cutting back a bunch of stuff. I hope y'all have gotten rain this week, and things are going well for you in your garden. I was hoping if I hung out here long enough I would see a Gulf fritillary and then I would get to share it with you, but it turns out they're not out here right now and I've got to go. But I hope y'all have a wonderful week, and I can't wait to hear about what's happening in your gardens. Y'all, God bless you. Have fun. See you later. Bye.